you get so like Cummins is one of those companies that gets. And I was telling Ryan about this, and he's like, I can't believe they do that because like. I think furries just want to dress up like animals and have sex in the woods, don't they?
What?
I mean,
I think that's what their whole goal is, right?
did you not realize there's a hot mic situation?
What? No, I was. Oh, damn it!
I mean, it's fine. Like I was diligent in my work. It's good. I know.
What do we do?
We didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Oh, it's just not up there.
Not yet.
Oh,
I gotta push the button.
Oh, dude, you had me
Yeah,
scared there for a second.
yeah,
You had me
see?
scared, dude.
I pushed the button and then the things happen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you listening on the podcast, none of that made sense.
Speaking of furries, dude.
Yeah.
No, have you ever seen the movie Where the Wild Things Are? The new one.
No.
Don't watch it. Have you seen it?
No.
Where the Wild Things Are. I mean, it's new. I say new. It's like not like this year, but it's pretty new. It's creeped me out, dude. I'm pretty sure they're
Are
doing
they
like
real people or is it animated?
no. I don't know. It's animated, but it's like real people animated. I don't know, dude. It's weird.
So-
I'm pretty sure they're having like a fur blog at the front at the.
So is it
beginning.
like about like furries and shit?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
literally watched the beginning, and they're all in this big pile of fur in the middle of the woods. Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what it is,
That's
dude.
not how the story starts.
Well, that's how their story started. And
Wow.
I watched like the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't fucking finish this shit.
It was too much.
I'm like, wow.
So it's funny because with, having a sixth grader, like I was a chaperone on a trip to Chicago.
okay.
And in our group,
I remember my Chicago trip in 6th grade.
yeah, but in our group, there was a young person who growled at people. And it was
Furry in the
just,
making, dude.
it was just normal. Everybody was like, yeah, she does that. She growls at people.
And that's the thing about kids. Kids don't know any different, right? Like they see one, like they could see, like if they grew up with someone that's missing a fucking arm, they don't see someone as only having one. They're like, oh yeah, bro, you just have one arm. Come over here and let's do this shit, right?
Right.
Like if something's wrong with them, they don't really see it. Like they're just like, hey, yeah, come over here and do let's go fuck this fucking Ford up.
Let's do push-ups.
Or
Oh, wait. No. Let's
hey man,
not.
let's go play the drums.
Yeah. Hey, Def Leppard did it.
Def Leppard did it.
Welcome to the Mind Snacks Podcast. It is Wednesday, July 17th, the year 2024. I said all the date correctly.
Yeah, you almost said
I was on a streak. I was on a bad streak. I'm here in the studio with my friend Tyler Me. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah, not too bad.
We had a good Saturday.
What did we do Saturday? Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We ate the pizza. That was a good Saturday.
We ate the pizza. That was a fun Saturday.
That's a good Saturday, dude.
I don't know. I do. The guy that won added me on Facebook. His name is Ryan. Super nice. Ryan Gilbert.
Okay, so and the people sitting next to us,
Yeah.
the other guys that we had, didn't we have our phone on our table maybe, or no, we moved it?
No, it
But-
was on our table, but they were on the other side of the camera.
Yeah. So they were recording also. So they posted theirs, and I saw the people that like them on Facebook, and we could see another angle of us.
Oh,
in
yeah?
there. Yeah.
I wish I'd have known that existed. Because
Yeah.
after I left there and spent the next 2.5 hours editing the video.
Dude,
I
that was
posted.
a good ass TikTok. I watched that and
I'm
I'm
really
like, dude,
happy.
I'm like, this is like the most pro thing I've ever seen him do. Not that haven't done pro stuff before, but like that was like setting the bar pro.
Do you ever listen to our podcast?
Pretty
No,
professional.
why would I listen to it? I live it.
I mean, I get that, but the most pro thing I've ever done.
Yeah, dude, you got to watch that TikTok. Just like
I made the thing.
see exactly. You don't see
I
it the
was
way
there.
you don't see it the way I see it because you made it, right?
and that's fair.
Because you made it.
And that's fair. And we make
Dude,
the podcast. so.
yeah, and we make this, right?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, dude, I'm seeing that and I'm like, dude, this is fucking good.
Okay. So the idea that what I love that you said is you said we need to do more stuff like that.
Yeah, that was
And I was
good.
like, that is my idea.
That was
like
good.
to have these guests and then make like supporting content to go along with it. Not to mention just the AI editor for
Oh,
like
yeah, dude,
podcast clips.
that we figured out.
The
That we figured
AI
out that
editor
wasn't
for the
scamming you
podcast
anymore.
clips, which I can't use on Justin's episode.
Why?
Because that silly little YouTube video that I played as a break, that clown fucking stunt video.
The AI won't do it.
No, YouTube blocked Justin's podcast episode in the United States.
Oh my god.
But,
Yeah,
but we're in other countries.
So then the AI site that I use to make the clips, the shorts, won't take it because it's blocked in the U.S. Illegal content.
Interesting that
I did that shit.
I think it's interesting that YouTube blocked the video of you using another YouTube video in.
Correct.
I mean, probably because it's copyrighted or whatever.
I mean,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I see other YouTubers use videos all the time from other.
I know, but they are also all blocked in the U.S.
But I'm in the
That's
U.S.
a
and
rule.
I see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, how does that make any sense?
God damn it.
Maybe Zuckerberg fucking has it in with the guy who owns YouTube.
I don't
We
know.
need Elon Musk to buy YouTube.
Yes, please.
He already got Twitter being like the wild.
Please. I
fucking
wish
West.
Twitter was more more functional.
Yeah, I think
because
he's trying to make it that way.
Elon has made it a fucking free for all.
No, I think he's trying to make it more functional, dude, because like he's been streaming his video, like streaming video games. He wants to make it like a streaming platform and everything.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Like what?
Watching people play videos.
Cheyenne,
Yeah, but I mean, some people do.
Cheyenne Moneymaker says, "Does she got breadsticks?"
Not this girl.
Not this girl.
I wish
No,
I did.
she did bring us some stuff though. Tracy Meek says, "Hey Tracy, how you doing?"
Hi,
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him Facebook, and now he's chiming in on the podcast. Made a comment. Maybe
Hell yeah,
one day
dude.
he'll come be on the show, tell us all about that body work he's been doing,
Yeah, that's a cool job.
and then we'll talk about his job.
yeah. Oh.
Our guest in the studio tonight is a wonderful young woman who is the I Learned president of a wonderful organization that what I know about Students Fund of Hope is that they do their work so that kids don't have to worry about lunch and the cost of lunch and lunch accounts, balances, things like that. That's what I know, and I know that's only the surface of it.
That is only the surface.
Right. So, but that's what I remembered.
I love that you remember that.
From the last time you were
Yes.
on our show.
Yeah.
Our guest tonight, wonderful human. Can't wait to talk to her for the next hour. Whitney Budd. Hello, Whitney. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Dude, I'm so
I
excited
always
that
like
you're
hanging
here.
out with you guys.
I'm so excited that you're here because I like having amazing humans on here.
I like being with amazing humans.
And we appreciate you saying that. We know you don't mean it, but we
I
appreciate you saying that.
100% mean it. I mean it.
No, we
To the
have,
point where that I made you something very. I only do this for
I
special
already
people.
saw them in there.
Wait.
I know how special
wait.
they are, dude.
I know you brought something, but did you
No,
make
they're
something?
I did.
handmade.
I made.
Oh,
I
shut up.
just got done making him an hour
They're
ago.
handmade, dude.
up.
Are all
I
you?
s-
I hope the past guests are just watching this, dude.
Well,
They
so
should bring you
Cheyenne,
something.
Cheyenne
I
Moneymaker
wasn't here,
is
so
in
it
the
doesn't-
chat.
it
You
doesn't
weren't here to
count.
meet Cheyenne,
Yeah.
and that's sad because she was amazing.
Did she bring you something?
That's what I'm saying. It don't.
She
count,
didn't,
dude.
but I did get to meet a new human that night, and she
Well,
now plays on my Thursday night softball team.
This should be a prerequisite. Oh my gosh.
The
The word you're looking for is
Yes, it is.
prerequisite.
No,
Yeah.
no, you didn't say it either.
Hey, Whitney,
Prereq.
Usually,
Prereq.
usually when there's a long ass word, I say prereq.
It's
Okay,
prereq.
that's what we're gonna do. But I did. You should make this a prereq for
Okay.
anybody coming on.
So
your podcast.
we are surrounded by gifts that people have brought us in this studio.
yeah,
The
people
studio's
really bring
decorated.
us a lot of stuff.
I do
with
love
gifts.
that. But I brought you something you can't hang up.
Oh,
You have to eat it.
oh.
I brought you Oreo truffles.
Well, the show is called Mind Snacks. Did you just say Oreo truffle
I
to
did.
my
Yeah,
face?
dude, they're so good, dude.
Dude,
I
are
did.
you kidding me?
And they're homemade.
Homemade
I've literally been on the
Oreo
carnivore diet for 3
truffles.
days, like strict on it
Gone.
for 3 days.
It's done.
No, I mean I think
Appreciate
one or two
that,
of these will
Chris.
be fine.
Have you had one?
I have never had one of these.
You've never had an
Dude,
Oreo truffle?
No.
They're gonna blow your fucking
How long
mind,
have I
dude.
known you? And I've never made you one of my famous Oreo truffles.
But yet I'm such a great human,
There
she
you
says.
go.
Yeah, fuck that. We just debunked that whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Dude, these are so.
I don't know though.
I
We
also brought you some more things.
we might rebunked it here in a second if I'm dude. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna give it the full overview.
Okay.
It is literally sprinkles. There are sprinkles on this, and it's cold, which I like because it probably had to cool
It did.
because it's covered in what I assume is white chocolate.
It is.
Oh, I'm nailing it. I'm 3 for 3.
dude.
Did you already eat it?
All right, here goes.
That thing didn't stand. A
All right, here
fucking
goes.
chance.
It is an Oreo truffle.
You gotta rate it.
We got to rate it. All right, Tyler,
already gave
we
it.
got to rate it.
10 out of
I already
10.
know. I already know Tyler's. It's one of his favorite things that I make.
Yeah, and I've had Oreo truffles, but I've never had an Oreo truffle as good as Whitney's Oreo truffle. One can say that I like Whitney's cookie.
I always get nervous to cook for you two because you are like the ultimate chef, and I'm like,
See,
there's
that-
nothing
I-
I can make.
So,
that's
He
hear
is
that.
the ultimate chef, and because he's the ultimate chef, I feel like I'm the ultimate food reviewer.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I mean, people.
What do you think?
First of all,
Dude, they're fucking fire.
the white chocolate coating with the inside, which I assume I want to know how you make that.
The secret family recipe, dude.
Dude, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's.
You're welcome.
I've had Oreo truffles, and
That's
I've never had an Oreo truffle as
phenomenal.
good as this Oreo truffle.
Kyle Killinger, you definitely want one of these. Look at the inside of that.
Maybe I should sell
Look
them.
at the inside of
New
New
that.
Students Fun of Hope fundraiser.
I don't
you
think
don't even have. You can sell those out of your house. Like
I
you
don't
even
think
have
you
to have any
can
license.
sell love.
Yeah,
That
This
is
right
was
the
there.
clearly made with love.
100%.
You can sell it. I mean, people do it in Vegas all the time,
That's called lust, Tyler.
and not to them.
Do you want to see what else I brought you?
I guess it is about perspective. I got to finish rating this.
Okay,
I'm
yes,
not done.
rate it, please.
Yeah, dude.
And be fair. Be honest.
I am not Sean Portnoy because I am not a one bite guy. That is,
Divine.
that's a 9.8 easily.
That's
Wow.
a divine, dude.
Easily.
Wow.
Like, you have to give something room. You know, you got to leave headroom.
Sure.
Because if I say it's a 10,
There's no
I've
room for
conceded
improvement.
that nothing I have in my life will ever be better than this. And I got at least 3 or 4 years to go.
Okay.
So,
But 9.8. That's fucking. That's
When's your
virtual.
birthday? I'll make you a whole batch.
what?
I'll make you. When's your birthday?
It just passed, didn't it?
May 6th. But
Okay, so you're right there with Brock and
No.
Brinley.
there's 9 in there.
Yeah.
When you say a whole batch, what do you mean?
That is not a whole batch. My kids saw me making them, and it is also one of my husband's favorite things that I make.
Dude.
And so I knew I had to sneak these out because they were going
Later, Kyle.
They were going to
Dude,
Oh, wow.
they're fucking good, huh?
Dude, that's amazing.
I also brought you bourbon cream soda.
Ooh,
Which
that's
is-
a
this is-
450 North product,
This is
right?
red cream. Have you had one of these yet?
No.
Okay, I want you to try one. And then, or I have orange cream. Which one to start with?
I'll start with this one and finish on the orange cream.
Okay.
Are we drinking them both?
I don't care. I brought them for you guys.
All right.
I don't want to take any home.
So these are from 450 North, which is about, 3 miles from here?
So they live across the street from me. They're some of my good friends.
Brenda?
Aaron and Kayla. So Aaron,
Okay.
one of Brenda's sons. One of
Okay.
her twins.
Brenda was in the bar the other night. She's a fantastic human.
Yeah.
Big fan of Brenda.
So do they make the whiskey stuff that goes in there?
450 North.
They make the bourbon.
The
bourbon
yeah, yeah.
cream
Yes.
soda.
Yes.
Zach Whittington says Sean sings a mean Santeria. I got to do that on stage last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who played last night?
Zach Whittington.
So Zach Whittington,
Oh.
did he go to Hauser? Is this
Yeah.
the Zach?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I remember of Zach Whittington and Hauser? Nice kid, man.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's
super
still,
nice guy.
Yeah, dude, he's still
So
One of the
nice.
nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
He was quiet in school, and I'm not a quiet person. I was never quiet.
No?
And I tried to no, that's not me. Sorry.
me.
And you love me.
I do.
But yeah, he's a nice dude.
Oh,
Really
absolutely.
quiet kid, but
Absolutely
super
great
nice.
dude. Great dude. Yeah, see Zach, we've made him blush. He blushed
All right.
in the comments.
I'm
So yeah, Zach Whittington, great guitar player too.
This-
He was covering Dave Matthews Band when we were in school. That's what I remember of him. And
Yeah,
I was like, dang, this kid's cool.
I don't know how many Dave songs he played last night, but I know he played Santeria from Sublime.
I love me Sublime.
Plays a lot of good music.
Yeah,
Super fun to watch. Did a really great job last night.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
so you got red cream.
Yeah. I mean, I got
how
that one,
long
too.
has it been since we kind of got away from actually reviewing things?
A long time.
It's been a while since we've actually had to honestly review
You know what I'm
something.
telling you?
Should be a prereq.
Oh, dude. So we've done I think we should get back into like the blind stuff too, like the blind tastings. With that fucked
Okay,
us
that
up
was
bad.
really fun.
Do you hate Dasani now?
That's
I
not
do.
fair to say.
Dasani's awful.
It's fair.
Why does everyone hate
You
Dasani?
like Dasani? You
No,
are the
no,
only human
okay.
I've ever met.
No, he used to.
Let's have a
What?
conversation real quick about Dasani.
Here, let's taste this real quick.
Okay.
It says 7 ABV. It smells way stronger than 7.
It's good. They're good.
It tastes good.
That has a good flavor.
They worked really hard on this.
I can taste
Did
the
they
bourbon.
make the soda too?
I
It
don't-
tastes homemade. It tastes like
I don't know. Aaron would be a great person for you to have on your podcast to ask him these questions, or Darren or somebody. But we got to sample them before they came out. Aaron, we had went to a concert and he had brought them in, and we thought they were just incredible. But he lets
Yeah,
us
they're-
sample a lot of stuff.
yeah, they're good. Yeah, they must be the most badass neighbors in the world to have.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
We play a lot of Sequence. We went over there Saturday, played Sequence with them.
What's that?
It's really popular in the Simmons family.
Oh, okay. I feel like Tyler and I are too young for that.
It might be an old person game. I don't know, but it's just with cards, and you have to get like 4 in a row. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's
Okay.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, I like the like my great aunt plays a game. Have you ever heard of Farkle?
I love Park.
My great aunt fucking plays the fuck out of it, and every time I'm with her, she's like, "Hey, want to play some?"
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I gotta get out of
Farkle.
here, dude.
0 for 2 on those.
What you don't like?
You-
You don't know
you
what
don't play
Farkle is?
Farkle?
I don't know what either of those games
I
It's a
don't.
dice
hey,
game.
hey, if it makes you feel any better, my whole family loves it, and I don't know what Farkle is.
Yeah.
Farkle's
I know
similar
I
to
know.
Yahtzee.
I know it takes dice.
Okay. So what we have here is the 450 North Bourbon Cream
Dude, this
Soda.
is good.
I told you it
Red
was good.
cream.
I know you wanted slushies, but
Shout out 450 North.
No, this is good.
I know. They're
and
really
those
good.
in the
Yeah,
Simmons
we need
family.
to get Aaron or Darren on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That'd be
We
amazing.
get Darren's wife on too, Mandy. She
Yeah.
Yeah.
has-
Oh, she's so
well,
sweet.
and Kayla for that matter,
So
because
sweet.
they all 4 do.
Aaron is very quiet. Darren's quiet too. Kayla's like me, and she'll talk enough for everybody.
Yeah,
in the
because she
room.
has need for sweets, right?
Yep.
And
and
then-
she'll bring you some good.
Speaking of need for sweets, what's up with them truffles?
I brought you some.
dude.
I will have Kayla. Kayla makes. Do you like sugar cream pie? Kayla makes a sugar cream pie cookie.
What?
Yeah. See, you need to call me, and then I'll get you some.
Yeah,
connect-
so we need to get Kayla on, And then Mandy has the dog grooming thing.
Oh, Mandy's great. Mandy just sponsored a bingo basket for us because we're having bingo at 4:50 on Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it sold out.
For
And
the
like,
student?
yeah, it sold
Every
out.
fucking bingo you do sells out in
Isn't that
like
wild?
in like 0 seconds.
We're a good time, Tyler. We're fun.
I mean, I can tell. Shit sells out faster than a Taylor Swift concert.
So now the bingo is,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, a fundraiser
It is a fundraiser
for.
for the Students Fund of Hope.
Okay. Talk about it.
Bingo or the Students Fund of Hope?
all the above.
Let's start with bingo.
Okay, so bingo we started doing last year, and 450 North hosts one for us every year, and we shut down. We don't shut down. They shut down the restaurant on Mondays, and we sold out. Actually, they crashed our website like 3 times. For these, I'm not even lying.
Oh, wow.
We sold out in 6 hours. They've called the restaurant trying to get these tickets. The 450 North bingo is the largest bingo event we have, but yeah, so it's a fundraiser for us. People pay $40 for their ticket, pays for their food, pays for their 15 rounds of bingo. People donate baskets to us and they win their basket, and then it's good
Very cool.
fun. Yeah,
Very cool.
good fun.
Jackson Shipley will hit a few comments. Jackson says, "Hey, great room full of peeps."
I love Jackson. Jackson.
I don't think I've ever met Jackson.
Yeah,
Can I tell you
ask
a
it-
story about Jackson?
Wait, are
Yeah.
you? Oh, wait. Let's ask him if he's feeling better
He
first.
is.
Yeah.
He went fishing, Tyler.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Yes.
ask him if he's feeling
He
better.
went
now.
fishing. He's feeling better.
Sean,
No,
Do you
dude, he
wanna know what
got
happened?
fucked up bad.
Bad.
What?
He got hit by like a semi, like
He
over
did.
an overpass or some shit.
Oh, fuck.
Like he
should
was
have-
dangling by a rope, changing a sign or something, and it fucking hit him.
Yes.
Fucked him up.
Jesus Christ.
I think that's what happened. I don't know.
It is what happened. So
Okay.
he was changing, and Jackson can correct us if I'm wrong, but he was changing a traffic light, and
Oh yeah, and just dangling there.
and the semi just hit him. Am I right?
No, he just told me that I have met him multiple times.
Oh,
Wow, dude, how you feel now?
I'm a shithead. I'm a 100% a shithead. The thing that's comforting is that I knew I was a shithead going into the conversation. So, dude, I'm the worst.
he's great though.
He said macked by a Mack truck, bub.
Yep.
Yeah, he got Mac, dude.
But they didn't know if he was going to walk again and stuff. Like it was bad.
That's wild.
But he has 5 kids at home. Great dude.
Got
Good.
fucked
Good
up.
dude.
Good
Yeah.
deal. I'm glad he's good then.
Yeah.
He
Fishing.
actually does a podcast, right?
I think
Two
he
Bobbers or
does.
something like that. Him and
Yeah.
Andrew Paisel, Two Bobbers or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do one.
And I think they
Interesting.
have it at his house in his attic
Yeah, they
area.
built like a studio and shit. Like
Yeah.
they like a
Nice.
like our studio. Like it's like a
Well, like I had the studio at my bachelor
yeah.
pad.
They built like a room and shit. Like made like an actual like something you see on like fucking Joe Rogan or some shit.
Oh, yeah? That's really what we need to do with this space. But
it's just
right
get
now
two
it's
saunas.
just kind of an open space that's heavily decorated, except for the one wall.
But Jackson's family is the fund, when we found that out, we arranged a fundraiser. So a lot of the community came out and raised a lot of money for Jackson's family. And then we did a meal train, and they had meals for like 2.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a meal train. I would have done.
did.
I always try
Well-
to get on a meal train if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was full.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
And that's like
it filled up. But
yeah. I always
they
try to get on a meal train.
They provided meals for for 2 months, I think.
That's
Meal
awesome.
trains are good, dude.
Hope's a good place to live, man. People
So
really,
I've always said this, and I still mean it to this day. I've never met somebody from Hope that I didn't like.
Hey,
good
surprising
people,
little
man.
town,
And
brother.
that's honest. That's
Isn't that what it
honest.
says on the sign?
It is.
Like and not,
Surprising
and
little
not
town.
only have I not liked or have I liked everybody I've met from Hope, like they're phenomenal people.
does it remind you of a Hallmark movie? That's what I always tell people.
Kinda.
Yeah, it really does.
does.
It
Kinda.
does. Yeah.
Hey,
Like
It's good people.
if they ever start doing carriage rides around the square, dude.
we
We're
Tyler,
going
we
somebody
do
tells
that.
me.
Really?
Every single year we do
When?
it in December. It's a horse-drawn carriage ride, and you
Okay,
meet Santa.
So this is news to me.
So for you guys that don't know, Whitney is the president, founder, I believe we said general badass of Students Fund of Hope. And there's all kinds of stuff like that you guys do. And I kind of want you to spend some time talking about
Sure.
that here in a second.
Like all your events, because you do a lot of events
We
all
do.
year.
Here in a second.
Yeah,
But
you tell
right
me when.
now, I've got to I gotta pay the bills, man. I gotta shout out these people that make the show go round. And doing that, I have to talk about just like home doggy daycare. Listen, going on vacation. Are you maybe just a couple nights you're going away? Maybe You just want your dog to have other dogs to hang out with in the middle of the day. Don't want it to be lonely. Maybe just want it to be a social dog. All those reasons, great reasons, just like Home Doggy Daycare. You can find them on Facebook, just like Home Doggy Daycare, or you can find them on the internet, just like homedoggydaycare.com. Listen, full disclosure, it's my mom's business, okay? Full disclosure. I'll tell you right now, these dogs are treated as if they live in the home. It's a great place to go for your pet. You may have to be away, but for your pet, Tyler, it'll be
Just like home.
that's right.
Again,
Again,
we still need to film a commercial. Dude.
find them on the
Yes,
web,
we do.
just like Home Doggy Daycare, or on the internet, just like homedoggydaycare.com. And one big shout out to Edge Construction. We're sitting in the Edge Construction studio, okay? Edge Construction is the masters of the construction industry. Dirt work, site development, concrete, whatever you need. General construction, they got you. If they don't got you, they can tell you who does got you. Brian, Maddie, Kelsey, the team, amazing people. 812-343-3035. Call Edge Construction. Get it figured out because they're badasses. And I think Brian can hear me. So I'm trying to nail this because he might be able to like still hear. I know he's sitting out there somewhere.
can hear them
he's
out
probably
there.
watching, dude.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like,
fuck yeah, I'm a badass.
he's watching. Yeah, he's watching. No, he's watching like the behind the scenes cam back here.
Can you see us out there?
He can't see us in here, but there's a camera that he can.
Well, there's
okay.
a camera that is blocked now. The
okay.
curtain blocks the camera
Oh.
from. So it's
Dude, you know
funny.
what I'm so happy about? I'm happy they moved that fucking toolbox in front of that window right there.
So happy.
Is it
So
creepy
happy.
out there?
It's so
no,
weird.
No, we
like,
used to be sitting here and there'd just be like three rednecks in there working on something. They'd be like looking in here. I'm like, I mean, not that there's anything bad with rednecks or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
That's,
Right.
that's the only way I could describe them so the audience would know what they look like.
Gotcha.
Right?
Look, we could try to do the dialogue. Hey, bub, I need that 5/8.
You going to Muffler's party after
If you're
this?
gonna take my 5/8, just return my 5/8.
That's about right.
Know what I mean? Hey, you got a lug nut wrench? I need it. You find it now.
Now.
That's the kind of shit we used to hear through
That's
the
the kind of
window.
shit.
Sven Kreutz, what's up, my man? Brian Hill, how you doing, brother? Tyler can watch my tiny doggy, says Brian Hill. Hi, Jen.
Brian.
How are you? All the people in the comments tonight, loving it. Loving it.
I'm surprised at Brian Hill. I ain't talked to him for a little while. I
Brian
see
Hill
him.
that we used to play softball with?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like you anymore.
No, I moved from CTC to CEP.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I
a
always
long
like talking
time
to
ago.
Brian. One time,
Played
yeah,
softball.
yeah,
Softball days were a
long time ago. Yeah, no, Brian, he used to come in and kick Allie's trash can all the time, and she put a 25-pound scale weight in the bottom of it.
Holly Barrett, who is scheduled to be on the
I thought
show
he
in
almost said
August.
Halle Berry. I'm like,
No,
whoa, the fuck, man.
Holly
I'm
Barrett.
like, Whitney, who are you friends
In the
with?
comments,
A
she
lot of
said she
people.
spoke to my mom, and she was one of the nicest doggy daycare people she's ever talked to. They shared doggy stories, and I plan to send my fur babies there in the early fall.
See,
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. The Mind Snacks podcast, changing lives.
changing them,
Changing lives for the better.
changing them.
What's up, Wild Bill? How you doing? He said that's because people never return tools. I'm telling you, it's a real thing.
My dad, like my grandpa, he was always fucking weird about letting people use anything he owned, right? And I never really quite understood it. And then, like, you see my dad do something, and wherever the job gets done is where the tools are still at. Like, wherever the job gets done,
Right.
it's like that's just where. And that's what my grandpa always told me. He's like, fucking. And I never believed. I'm like, nah, dude. And then I seen him, I'm like,
Let people borrow your crock pots
like-
and they don't bring them back.
yeah, you let people borrow your crock pots for a dip for a fundraiser, and the next thing you know, you're missing a crock pot.
Oops.
That sounds like
It's
a
at my
personal.
house.
That sounds like a personal story between the two of you.
It
It's
is.
pretty personal.
Okay.
He's not mad at me though.
No, I ain't mad.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, I
Allie
think-
might be, and that's a girl I don't
she-
want to piss off.
We like literally, we have those 3 crock pots, and you know how many crock pots we use? About 0.
One. Oh,
I mean, I might use a crock pot 3 times a year.
I'll bring it to you this week.
We already have 2 big ones.
I have to
mean,
use a
This
crock
is your
pot.
small one.
I have
No,
to
it's not
use a
gonna-
crock pot sometimes.
Why?
Well, sometimes there's raindrops and drop tops. I have to cook up dope in the crock pot. You don't remember that song? Raindrops, drop tops.
Yeah, but I
cooking
did- I
up dope in the crock pot.
I didn't
Who
know they were.
sings that?
I didn't know
I
they
don't
were
know.
cooking in
Oh.
the crock pot. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
rap.
think
I
I,
just
knew all
use
the
mine
lyrics to that
for-
song.
I don't know. I just know that part.
Chuck roast, and that's it. Really, Chuck roast.
Well, tonight we have Whitney Budd on the podcast in the studio. I'm jacked to have you here because I love what you do, and I want you to have the opportunity to talk about it. So do us a quick favor and just kind of tell everybody who may not know what is Students Fund of Hope.
Yeah. So Students Fund of Hope was started in 2018. And when we started it, honestly, I have 4 kids. And we were driving back from Florida, and I turned around to Brock, and he was starting kindergarten. And I turned around and I said, buddy, when we get back home, we got to go pick out your backpack and your lunchbox. And it was almost like I had tunnel vision. And I realized for the first time I had a moment that my mom never had. She never got to pick out a backpack and a lunchbox with me.
Oh, man.
And so I knew what that felt like as a kid, but I never knew what that felt like as a mom. And I still don't know what that feels like as a mom. But I knew what it felt like to be excited for my child to go and do that.
Sure.
And my mom never felt that excitement.
Oh, wow.
We depended on other people to do that. And so I wanted to give other people that opportunity to feel what I felt in that moment.
Very cool.
And so I just looked at Ryan, I love me some Ryan Budd.
Yeah. That's
He's good people. And so I told him I'm going to do this root beer float stand in our backyard. And I shared this flyer. I was going to do this root beer float stand, and I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day and it was shared like 1,600 times. No lie. And so I had to move it out of my backyard so that my neighbors didn't hate me.
Sure.
Right? So I went to this town square. We did it on the town square, and we raised $8,800 in 2 hours.
God love Hope.
A population of 2,000.
God love Hope.
Yeah.
Surprising little town.
My
It's surprising. They're
God
good
love
people.
Hope, Indiana.
Yeah, good people.
Yes.
So we were able to rescue all of the negative lunch accounts and small claims in 2018.
That's phenomenal.
We just did it again in 2023. And we had money left over, and we just started identifying needs. And so once we started identifying needs, it became this snowball effect. And my background is in early education. It's not in nonprofit. So I am just learning as I go and just flying by the seat of my pants and just doing my best. So
your hat can have a seat. It's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
You can have a seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So now we meet the need of we'll keep utilities on for people. We pay rent. We pay, we make sure kids have new shoes. So tomorrow I have some appointments for school supplies, and I'm meeting with some kids. I'm gonna make sure that their backpacks and their school supplies are all there, and we'll get their shoe size. We'll get them a new pair of tennis shoes for school. And we just, whatever it takes for them to be successful at home or at school, we make sure that need is met. And we also make sure that we are there for the teachers. So we just supplied every teacher at our school a $100 gift card. There's 70 teachers at our school.
And that's between the elementary and the high school?
That is in our entire district.
Okay.
So we did that because ultimately that is going to benefit my kids, right? It's going to benefit our kids. It's going to benefit those students. And we have to make sure our teachers are taken care of so that they can
100%.
even more impactfully reach our kids.
Sure.
So we do a lot of things, and there's nothing, the best part of it is that there's no rules, that we can do anything we want. For Jackson, we did a lot of tragic relief where
Right.
we can have fundraisers for these people. So we're all a bunch of volunteers. We all have full-time jobs. I don't get paid for this. Nobody gets paid for this. But yeah, we have a counselor that meets with kids every day of the week in the evenings and provides free counseling services to mental health. Voluntarily.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. So we do that. We're getting ready to we just got a grant that we're going to do group sessions because her caseload is miles long. I mean, obviously there's a lot of mental health that needs.
So how long did it take to go from something that you put together that you planned on in your backyard to, I assume it's a fully registered nonprofit now?
It is. Yeah. In probably the first year we designated and registered as a 501c3.
Yeah.
We have a board of 10 people. And what I love about our board is that we are so diverse. We have Christian people, atheist people, people from all walks of life. And
Right.
it makes our board, it makes us group of people so strong.
Sure.
Because we can reach every person that needs reached.
Right.
And so,
And so many different lenses
yeah.
through which to view, needs and
Right.
life and things like that. That's amazing.
Right. And so I don't want people to come in thinking that they're going to feel judged or, I just had a guy, and I can't share too much because,
Sure.
but he's raising a lot of kids right now.
Yeah.
He's an older man. He's raising a lot of kids, and I could hear his voice shaking when he called me. And he said, hey, Whitney, I don't know what else to do, but I'm going to lose my house. And this was just 2 weeks ago. And you could tell that was very vulnerable for him.
Absolutely.
That was a hard call to make. And like I said, he's raising a lot of kids. And he's trying real hard.
Yeah.
Good guy, never had asked for help. This was the first time he's ever asked for help. And so when he, I asked, I said, no, we'll take care of it. He comes to my house and he's shaking. I mean, visibly shaking. Yeah. He's scared. And it's moments like that you're like, all right, this is important. We made sure the roof stayed over those 7 kids' heads and him and his wife. And he was able to leave that interaction with me knowing that there's still good in a very broken world.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's huge. Like, I mean, you never know. Even just a little bit of help like that could go so far. Like that could completely change someone's outlook on life, right?
Yeah.
100%.
And right now during the summer, we are doing these munch bags. And so our town.
Now, see, you say munch bag. I get excited. Truffle me if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
That's going to be a thing we do.
Hey, those are just
I'll bring you more.
Whatever.
But there's no
today.
Meal site during the summer in Hope.
Okay.
And it had been for 3 years. So we had a family reach out saying, where's the meal site? Like, I have to send my kids somewhere to eat. I'm at work. They're home. Like, they've got to eat. And our school was not able to do that this year. And so we had just received a grant. And we partnered with the community center, and we provide meals every Monday. They kids come. We serve about 122 kids each week. They walk up. We hand them bags full of breakfast, snacks, lunch, drinks, and then they can stretch it out for a week, and they will have meals for that week.
Imagine being that one kid that gets that lunch bag and like Tuesday. He's like, right. Fuck, dude, I've been playing video games all goddamn day. I fucking ate all my goddamn
Ate my
food.
Mac and cheese, ate my
like,
ramen, ate my SpaghettiOs.
Dude. Ate my whole fucking
I'm
supply.
sure some of them do that.
Yeah, dude, he's like, shit.
But,
that'd be me.
Now?
That'd be me, dude. I'd be like, fuck. Yeah. I'm like, now I gotta get ramen noodles.
We send them with some, but I'm sure they run out.
That's amazing, dude.
Dude, I used to eat the shit out of ramen noodles.
I've always been curious, like, how many different sources of funding, like with what started with the root beer stand, and I can't stop thinking about that.
Yeah.
And how it started with a selfless act.
Yeah.
Of
Did you run out of root beer that day?
We did.
Yeah.
We had people.
I was wondering, like, how, like, you're just like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting this.
Dude, we had people from other states coming that I hadn't seen in years. I haven't seen these people in years, and they walked in, and I was like, oh, Warner Mitchner showed up. And I'm telling you, he walked up. He's our old principal. Okay?
Yeah.
There is no greater man. He's crying and I'm trying to dip ice cream. I got ice cream run down my arms, and it's crazy what that town can do. And they really, they show up for people, man. They
like
show
I said,
up.
I've never ever met a person from Hope that I didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah, we did one fundraiser for a girl that she was a high schooler. She had cancer, and it was in the middle of COVID. Like, how do you do a fundraiser in the middle of COVID when you're supposed to be social distancing?
You figured it out.
We did. We did $27,000 for her in one day.
That's insane.
About 2.5 hours.
Oh my God, that is insane.
We did a baked potato drive-through dinner. So we're nearing about $500,000 that we've raised, and we've given every bit of it away other than what sits in our account.
Right. Now, people don't understand the type of creativity that it takes to design things like that will not only be profitable so that you can make money to distribute, but how much it takes to get it out to people, to get the word out to people.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that goes into that.
Oh man, I don't sleep a lot.
There's a lot that goes into that.
There is. And I am really blessed that people just listen to me. Like, I'm blessed that people give me the space like this to be able to share, because there's still a lot of people that don't know who we are.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, that's literally the point of what we're on now with the show is we want to give people that space to share with whoever we can reach. Yeah. And I can tell you from, sitting in here from this chair, trying to reach as many people as possible and just say, hey, you know what? We've got some really good content coming right now. and people that deserve to be heard and people that are doing wonderful things.
Yeah, I mean, like last week, Hotbox, like they do like the pie it
Oh,
forward.
I love them. Do you
the
know?
pie it forward thing?
So we do a movie night on our town
Yeah,
square.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
he tell you about this? So of course he wouldn't, because he is a person that never wants any accolades, and I
Never.
appreciate that so much
Yeah, dude,
about
yeah,
people.
he's just the coolest dude. He's
So
Yeah, dude.
I mean, he's just right down here to earth. Like he's.
Yeah.
So wild too, because like when he showed up here, he was a stranger.
I thought Sean B knew him this whole
Within
time. I'm
within
like, oh, dude,
within
this-
minutes.
Yeah.
It felt like he's
Yeah.
one of the guys.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like-
So
yeah,
nice.
instant-
Him and his
instant
wife are
click,
so
dude.
nice.
Yeah.
Instant click.
So we do this movie night, right? And last year we did Super Mario, about 800 people.
Yeah, and you do
came
it
out.
on the square, right?
We do it
Like
on the
with
square,
bulb screen
and
thing?
Ryan Budd, we love Ryan Budd, comes out and puts a projector screen on our square, and he projects this movie, and we provide it for free for families. We feed them, because the basis of this, Sean, is that I don't have a lot of good memories when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I look back, I remember the sad stuff, the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to give these families opportunities for them to grow up to be adults and be like, man, remember when I went with my mom to that
Yeah.
movie? So we've done this every year since 2018. This year we're doing Despicable Me 4, but Hotbox provides the meal to these hundreds of people without, I mean, he's like, don't send me a thank you card.
Right.
Justin
I
just
mean,
he just got even cooler now. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are
Yeah.
like the nicest people. And so this year we're doing Despicable Me 4. We have total. Oh gosh, I haven't announced this stuff yet. Should I do it now?
Can you?
I can.
I mean, I love it when people announce shit on here.
Wait, we're getting some like never before seen footage right now.
Yeah.
This is big news. I
All
was
right.
gonna go live myself. I can leave. I can say it here. But this is big, Sean. Like
All
this
right.
has taken me a lot of work. Okay.
All right.
So last year we did 800 people.
Okay.
Well, we're projecting to do about the same amount. So we need to feed these people. We need to have a lot of activities because we want them to make these memories, right?
Right.
So we have total TKO karate coming out. You probably haven't seen Despicable Me 4. There's a whole karate scene.
Total Taekwondo, I think
Yes,
is what it is.
yes,
Whatever.
yes. They're coming out. There's a karate scene in the movie. So he's going to do a group lesson karate for free. All these kids. And so everybody that dresses up like a minion gets a prize.
What?
That's sponsored by the Know Better Company. You should really talk to her. She would be excellent to have on this show.
See, that's what I want.
Yes.
The
yeah.
Know Better
The
company.
Know Better Company. Incredible, incredible. I've done personal development with her for the last 2.5 years. She has made me a better human, a better leader. She's incredible. Okay.
That is incredible.
Yep. So they're doing a karate group lesson, and then they're gonna break boards with these kids. They get to keep
No
it.
That's gonna blow their
Yes!
fuck up. That's gonna blow their fucking minds.
Yes.
dude.
And then Beth's dance center, Megan Murray, you know her,
Probably.
Ryan Murray. Anyway,
Yeah, I know Ryan.
love them both, right? So they're coming. Beth's dance center is doing like a Minions dance, like a performance.
Oh, dude,
we
these
have.
kids are gonna have a fucking ball.
I know, man. Gru is coming. Gru and Vector are coming.
What?
I swear, we had Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach and Bowser last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I am so excited.
Yeah, dude.
And this is all
It's all free.
all volunteer,
It's all volunteers.
thus all free for everybody. I mean, it would be free for everybody anyway.
It's free for
but-
everybody. It's all volunteers. This is all done with just local sponsors. The fund has only received 3 grants in our entire existence. One of those grants was for $1,500. One of them was for $5,000. And one of them was Peterman Brothers. And we
Yeah.
received, over the course of a year, about $18,000. And that's all the grants.
amazing.
The
Yeah, so
rest
you've
of
made
them
like 450K almost, like just
on
so,
events
your
and
own-
monetary
just
donations.
fucking
through your own
solo,
elbow
dude.
grease. And that was one of my next questions
Working.
is where are the primary spots of funding coming from and how can, I mean, I think that's kind of an ending question, but like people that want to help,
Yeah.
like I'm assuming you take private donations and
Yes,
things like
we,
that.
we rely on private,
private
donations.
donations, correct.
Yeah. So on our website, which is just studentsfundofhope.org,
Okay.
people can go click the donate tab at the top, and Apple Pay, Venmo, major credit card, PayPal is all there. They can just donate straight from there, and then at the end of all of it's tax deductible. So at the end of the year, you'll receive a receipt, and you can claim
Sure.
that on your taxes.
right. I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
claim stuff on your taxes.
I just want to give it. I don't know. I just want to be done with it.
And a lot of people don't claim
yeah,
it, but
right.
like large donors probably need
say
to do
like
that.
workable-
Businesses.
when I did Forkable last year, I had to claim some because I did a lot of pro bono parties.
Yeah,
right?
and you should. As
So
a business,
so I
you
claimed
should do that.
just because.
Well, with the business, you have to.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Just because for that, it's fucking nice that Uncle Sam can't fuck you near as hard. But yeah, if I ever donate, like they go to Goodwill and they're like, you can write all this stuff off, brother. Just take this and like sell it to someone for
Yeah.
$3. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't need to write this shit off.
Right. So
But yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
And like, we're talking about doing a pasta class.
I would love to do that. So I told that to our board. Wouldn't that be so cool?
Yes.
I think it would be
Do
amazing.
a pasta class, yeah.
Yeah.
We could do it like the Moravian Church or something.
Oh yeah, we could totally.
I have
Yeah,
a
'cause, I
comment
mean-
on here that we'll come back to later. Ben Nobbit says he knows a guy looking for his group to help out a little more throughout the year. Let Whitney know if we can work it out to help. I'll see what I can do. So I'll connect you with
That'd be
Ben.
awesome. His name sounds familiar too. I wonder if
Ben
he's from Hope.
Nobbit, firefighter.
Is he from Hope?
Columbus firefighter. I don't
no.
think so.
Okay,
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
that'd be awesome. We always need volunteers.
Joe Compton, how you doing? Joe says hi.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah. And that's my next question is if say it wasn't monetary, but if people wanted to volunteer.
Yeah. We need volunteers. I mean, our entire organization is ran by volunteers.
Sure.
If we did not have volunteers, we could not do the events that we do.
Right.
So we throughout the year we have these events and we post volunteer links. One of them is Corn Maze at 450 North. We are the ticketing entrance, so we're looking for about 30 volunteers from that.
Okay.
We will scan their ticket and we'll allow them access into the Corn Maze. When your shift is over, you get to go into the Corn Maze for free.
Ooh.
And you get to sample all the beer
So you need
and
volunteers. We could probably go do footage at that.
Dude,
it's fun.
if they would allow it, I would love that.
It's fun.
I don't
And-
know that they would really care that much. I
that's
mean, we
another
could probably
thing,
work
like-
it out, right?
That would be a question for
What
them.
about a prize new bike for the best minion?
A prize what?
It
Like a
said
new
prize
bike?
New bike for the
That's
best
cool.
minion.
Who has a new bike?
Again, that's Ben.
That's awesome. Yeah, we would love
he's
to
with,
do.
He's with the Columbus Fire.
Yeah, he's a Columbus firefighter.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys that got me kind of in the right direction when it came to Eggfest.
Yeah.
So he was out
He
there
should
at
come
Eggfest.
and give that bike so I don't have to be the person that picks the kid dressed the best. That's hard when you have to pick a kid.
Yeah, right. Oh God, I
He
can't
should
imagine.
come and be that person.
Can't imagine.
You can't imagine, dude.
Patrick Hamilton says, "Well, hello there, Sean and Whitney."
Hi,
He has to swear at Tyler.
Yeah.
Patrick Hamilton. That name sounds
Hey,
familiar.
Ben
You
says
probably know
deal.
Patrick.
So I'm gonna make sure before we're
Yeah.
done tonight that you guys are connected.
Honestly, he goes on the website. My literal personal cell phone's on there. So
Yeah.
just shoot me a text.
You get a call while you're here.
Yeah.
I did actually as I was starting.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's funny. We had talked about, things that we could do. And I think, like I said, we talk about the corn maze or you talk about that, or we had talked before the show about, the piece of content that we made for the pizza challenge.
Yeah.
And we got opportunities to maybe help in the future with Justin.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had
We
talked
talked
about-
about doing some firemen's cheer
Like,
fundraising.
Talked
Yeah.
about like actually live streaming like a telethon type of deal.
That'd be so cool.
and doing that. And, like I said, now that it opened my mind up to a grander space where I'm like, we can really help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can really
Yeah,
help.
yeah, because he said like he was on a podcast once. They did a telethon and they
Yeah.
donated half the money to the cheer fund or toys or whatever, and then they took half the money and they like ordered a pizza and then gave the other half to the delivery
The
driver.
big tip, yeah.
Oh,
The big tip.
So they
that's
gave
so
half.
cool.
They gave half as a big tip and half to the fire because it's
Yeah.
like I mean right before Christmas time, right? It's
Yeah,
like
that's
that. That
huge.
delivery,
Yeah.
he's my
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
That's amazing.
My kid's getting that fucking PlayStation 5 that I'm gonna play all the time. You know,
Megan
what I'm saying?
Shepard is looking forward to bingo coming up.
Megan is incredible. And she comes to all of our bingos.
Yeah, bingo. I mean, I wish I could come to bingo.
I wish you could too, because honestly, it's a good time.
When is it?
It's the 22nd.
But it's sold out.
It is sold out.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
couldn't go.
Monday. It's like Monday.
We will do another one.
Yeah.
We do 4 a year, usually. So we did euchre.
And like
tournament.
so you play bingo and you win a basket if you win bingo.
Yeah.
And
And the baskets, like we haven't announced.
And the
this
money
yet
helps
either,
a lot of
but
kids. The money
Are
helps
you
a lot
gonna?
of families.
Are we doing another announcement?
Megan will be. She will be so thrilled if I told her some of these baskets that she could win. Circle K cards, gas cards, $50 cash.
Yeah.
Scratch off baskets.
Dude, Did I ever tell you the story? Like happened like a month ago when we took Allie's mom back to Vegas after I got back from London, and I accidentally bought two $50 scratchers. Did I tell you that?
Did you win anything?
So listen to this, okay?
Took Allie's mom back to Vegas?
Michigan.
You said Vegas.
You did say Vegas.
I'm in Michigan. I don't know why I said Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm in Michigan. So we took her back up there, right? And then we were going to we just went to the gas station. He went to get lottery tickets, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just take two of those. And I thought they were 50 cents a piece because like it didn't have like usually they have like the dollar sign in the front, right? But
Tyler, have you ever bought
scratched.
a scratch off for 50
So
cents?
Michigan has 50 cent. They have 50 cent pull tabs and shit too. So I'm like, maybe it's like some weird Michigan lottery thing, right? Like they just do it in like 50 cent, whatever. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll get two of them. And then the lady, because I was gonna make it $1, right? And the lady fucking pulled them off in there this long. I'm like, man, that's a big piece of paper. I'm like, how they even make money like selling them on a piece of paper that big if they're 50 cents?
And it was 50.
And I'm like, and then it was $50. I'm like, and we bought a bunch of brats and stuff too, because it's the same place we buy brats at. And they bring it in, it's like whatever, 100 or something. I'm like, okay. I'm like, goddamn. I'm like, we got a lot of brats. And I'm like, shit. So I put them on there and I was leaving, and I saw the $50. Or I'm like, yeah, I'll scratch the bottom off. You can scan it. She's like, don't you want to get the excitement out of it for $50 a piece? And I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, $50 a piece. I'm like, yeah, might as well scratch. I'm like, yeah, might as well scratch them off. I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh fuck. And then I went out and I was scratching them off in the truck. I'm like, come on. And then I scratched off a thing. I'm like, whew, thank God. I'm like, I won $100. I'm like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I thought these were 50 cents. I'm like, thank God I won 100. Allie took it in there to cash it, and it's actually 200. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, turns out, yeah. I'm like, shoo. I'm like, I wasn't gonna say a fucking word unless I won something, but yeah.
So
Thank God you made your money back.
Yeah.
So you lost me in that story, but you thought they were 50 cents.
Yeah, because like normally it has like $1 sign and then like $1 or $5, $10, whatever. This was like this was like scratched off or something, like it was old or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh, whatever.
Because
50
no one's
cents.
buying those.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, 50 cents, whatever, like, because it didn't have like $1 sign. Like I thought it was just like there was like a little piece of sticker in front of it, like probably that was left of it. I thought it was a 0.50, right? I'm like, right. Oh yeah, give me two of them. Woo. Yeah, it was 50. I won $200 on it, dude. I was like, thank God.
Got your money back.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shit.
So now, Patrick Hamilton is struggling with how he knows you.
Yeah, his name sounds really familiar. I'd have to see his face. I know my kids get so annoyed. Everywhere we go, we ran into somebody we knew in Disney World. We ran into somebody we knew in New York. Like my kids are, and tonight they were like, "You're gonna go see real YouTubers."
Yeah.
These are real YouTubers.
YouTubers.
So I'm sure that I've
the next
seen him
PewDiePie,
somewhere.
dude.
We'll get more subscribers soon.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the Bud kids.
Yeah, speaking of that, if you're watching on Facebook, do us the massive favor. The biggest favor that you can do for this show right now is to go to YouTube, youtube.com/secondstringmedia. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Start watching on YouTube, man.
Yeah, easy.
We're trying to get them Mr. Beast dollars.
Easy peasy, dude. Dude, Mr. Beast, speaking of another awesome
We're a
human,
long
like,
way away.
Like, do you know much about Mr. Beast?
I know a little bit.
Like he literally gets fucking so much money, and he literally gives it all. Like he went and put in like 12 water wells in Africa or something.
See, isn't that the coolest shit though?
Yeah, but it's like he like literally this random ass dude could go do that, and our governments couldn't have done that forever. It's because they didn't want to.
Yes.
Because but yeah, this guy just literally took a fucking drilling team over there and like literally put water in for like 12 villages.
The coolest
or some shit.
stuff. So
And
that's how our kids' birthday projects got started.
Perfect.
You know, like the birthday projects that my kids do.
Yeah.
That was because someone told me about these water wells that people put in.
Yeah.
And they were like, don't get my kid any birthday presents. They're just collecting donations. They want to put a water well in. This like third grader put a whole well somewhere in a third world country. And so that's why our kids started doing birthday.
Well, yeah, like
too.
Mr. Beast, like basically he keeps enough of his money to live off of,
Yeah.
and he literally gives the rest
Gives the
away
rest of it
because
away.
he
Yes.
don't want to pay taxes on it. He's like,
Like
fuck it.
some of the videos, it's crazy the concept because he has like 8 or 10 YouTube accounts. One of them is his main Mr. Beast channel, and then he's got his channel, but in all kinds of different languages.
Oh, okay.
And they all have buku subscribers. His channel is the most subscribed to channel on YouTube.
Wow. And it's probably a bunch
it's
of
like,
kids.
and he'll do like
It is a lot of kids, but he does all these games where he's like, all right,
Live in this
500
house
people
for
are going to
100
live
days.
in this circle, like just in a circle drawn on this open like green in the studio. Like 500 people are going to stay in this circle. Last one to leave gets $1 million.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
he just
joking
does
at
that
all.
shit.
Well, you know what you honestly should do as your girl starts to get older is just play Barbies with her, and then you make a hit.
Oh, on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's all these kids, they're liking the shit out of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're
That's it,
watching
dude.
kids and people play with Barbies.
That's it.
Yep.
Isn't there like a YouTube channel that unwraps toys?
Yes.
And she
Unboxing.
makes she makes a fuckload of money. I mean, Miss Rachel, Amelia watches the fuck out of Miss Rachel.
I love.
I mean, she's
Miss
only 9
Rachel.
months old, but she understands what Miss Rachel. She's like, she's being a little turd, and you're like, boop boop boop. She's
I'm
like,
calling Miss Rachel.
yeah, she's just like looking at it like, okay, whatever. Miss Rachel asked me to clap, I'm gonna clap. You asked me to clap, I'm gonna look at you like you're an idiot.
My friend says that she co-parents with Miss Rachel.
I mean, it's good. It's like it's good stuff, right? Because
It
like,
is. Her background is in speech therapy.
Well,
She
and
is legit.
and she like just learned stuff. And I think the reason she started the channel was, didn't her kid need something? And it was
Needed
like kind of,
speech.
it was like kind of during COVID or something like that. And then like she realized like, hey, a lot of people could probably do this, so she
Yes.
just started doing it. And it's like, I mean, they
Yes.
teaches kids things,
Yes.
right?
Right.
I mean, she does say like rhinoceros in the video, and I'm pretty sure those are extinct now, but whatever.
Rhinos are extinct?
They're not.
White rhinos are.
Oh, they are.
I'm the
Not
white
really.
rhino.
Yeah, didn't the last one? No, didn't the last one just die? Like
I think
No, the
you're right
last
about
one
the
did
white
a
rhinos,
dance,
yes.
did a white rhino dance in front of a slot machine in Las Vegas.
the
Let's
last one.
go.
The last one.
White rhino is one of my few nicknames.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
was telling
wait.
Brian before you walked in, because you guys were talking about our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Brian, I said you probably do not even.
I still have pictures of it.
I was not.
I got
at-
pictures
at
of you
your
doing a
wedding.
keg stand in your wedding dress.
I don't have any pictures of that. So
I have
I'd
a
love to
picture of
see
you.
it.
I have a picture of you doing a keg stand in your wedding dress. And Tab doing one.
Lots of people subscribing to the YouTube channel. I love it.
I
Is
love
there?
that.
I love it. Yeah.
love that.
Apparently, all we have to do is say it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it, dude.
It's
Yeah.
honestly, it's probably a bunch of bud kids.
Fair enough.
There's a whole plethora. of
We've
them
got a
running around.
commenter, YouTube-aholic, done.
Okay.
You remember when we were on Twitch and we get all these weird screen names and you were like, who's that? I was like, I don't know.
Remember that fringe guy that watched us on Twitch when we had our shirts off at 2 a.m. his time? He was like, yeah, it's 2 a.m. my time. And I'm just like scrolling through this and I found you guys. I'm like, okay, first off, why would you click on the three dudes with their shirts off?
At 2 a.m.
Second off, what's up?
Second off, what's up? Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
But me, Tyler, and Caleb just were shirtless doing a podcast.
And this dude just was on
And
there.
he just,
This dude was loving it.
well,
There was more. There was
the
more,
world needs all kinds of kinds.
There was more titty in that room that night than people should be allowed to have in the
There's
same
a
room.
lot of titty in there, dude. We should have. I mean, surprised we were even allowed to be in Indiana.
This podcast has changed so much over its almost 5 years,
I know.
and I like the direction we're in now. But we had some fun, man.
Yeah, it's what you said.
You came to the old studio,
Of
the
I did.
Bachelor Pad.
Wait,
Yeah,
which
you
one?
were the last time.
Oh,
you were
the
here
Bachelor
Yeah.
Pad,
with us. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
the Bachelor
and I
Pad.
brought you guys stuff then too. I
don't-
brought you candy, and I brought you.
Oh,
slushies.
that's right. The little Buenos or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
The
Kinder
Bueno
Bueno. That's
I
the first
still-
time I ever had one.
I
of
They're
those.
still
still
eat
good,
those.
aren't
I
they?
still
do
eat
too,
those.
dude.
Yeah.
Have you had
You're
like
welcome.
the Kinder Bueno cookies?
Do I remember the check
I
we
don't know
got
if
from
I've had
Twitch?
those.
Yes,
Very
I
good.
remember the check we got from Twitch. Thanks, Joe.
Did we only get one check from Twitch?
2.
Well, how much was it for?
They were $100 a piece.
We're
That's not bad.
We're making
This podcast has 100% made $200.
Yeah, dude.
It's better than zero.
Actually, we might have a balance on Twitch that I could cash out. We don't stream it to Twitch anymore. It's hard to meet new people on Twitch because
sir.
not everybody has a Twitch account. Like everybody has YouTube.
Well,
Yeah.
and the problem is like it's not even if someone doesn't have the account, it's getting them to make the account, right?
Sure.
Like it only takes 3 minutes, but it's like yeah, they're
It
like,
took
"Man,
us
fuck
an
that."
effort and a drive and $50 gift cards to make people make a Twitch account when really we should have probably just been on YouTube the whole time.
Probably.
Yeah.
I fucking love YouTube, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You learn anything you want.
Patrick
pretty
asked,
sure I could
will
learn
we
how to
ever
do
go back
surgery
to
from
Twitch?
YouTube.
No, we will not.
We
go
just
back to Twitch.
became a YouTube free house at our house, except the living room. Like I took it off all of my kids' TVs. I took it off all their.
Yeah, then they're just fucking around watching kids play video games.
No, they were all outside in the pool, and I got on. I have cameras in my kids' room, so I got on the camera to see if Brenly's room was clean, and I heard, "I'll be a stripper and make more money than you'll ever make." And so I was like, "Oh, I hope she's not up in that room." And so then I walk up there, and I'm like, "What is she watching?" And it was just those shorts that just loop,
Oh yeah.
so you never know what's going to pop up.
Yeah,
And I
you really
think that-
don't. And there's a lot
so
of...
like,
I think it is-
obviously Amelia's only 9 months old, but we have like an account it's like set to her age range. So like
Yeah.
it only
You
lets
really
like
gotta be careful.
YouTube
There's a
approve
lot of
shit
weird
through.
Yeah.
shit on YouTube.
Caleb walked
You have
into
to be
like some
careful.
weird Spider-Man shit Adler was watching one time. And I was like, yeah, dude, why is this even on YouTube? First off, and second off, you can't watch this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be so careful when you have
Right.
kids.
There's a lot of weird shit out there.
You got to really pay attention. Even like my 13-year-old, like there's content on there that she'll get into sometimes. And I'm like, man, you know, her mom is especially kind of the big stickler. Like, hey, dude, like I said, no.
Yeah.
You know, she just got Instagram, which was scary for me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, and I'm sure it was scary for her mom too, but her mom let her have it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll go on her Gram account sometimes. Like I've gone on her TikTok. She does have a TikTok account. I've gone on there and looked at comments from time to time that people make on her videos. And I'm like, man, I don't love this. I don't
Brock's
love it.
11, and I think that sometimes he thinks that we're like the meanest people because we don't let him have we don't have video game systems. Like they don't play video games, and so their friends will come over one time, and they're like, well, what do we do? And he's like, you want to go to the trampoline, or you want to go throw a ball, or do you want to go ride bikes, or you can go to the pool? Like, what do you want to do? You can do Legos? You want to play a game? And they're like, no, what games do you
want to play Fortnite.
My kids have never played it.
Really?
They have never played it.
Yeah, my daughter and nephews both play Fortnite.
Yeah, I can only hope that Amelia doesn't. It was like,
and I
we'll go outside.
You are the parent, so you get to say you're going outside.
That's what I mean. But like, I just hope, like me and my brother, we fucking lived outside. Like,
so do we. But that
I
I think that is like a. That's
we grew up poor kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a poor kid thing,
and
it's like, oh, it's kind of scary inside the house, so we're gonna say outside.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
Sure.
We're like,
we're gonna be outside.
Right.
We don't want to
Beats the alternative.
Yeah. I just remember so many times being a kid. Like I rode my bike everywhere through the neighborhood, through all this shit. I wrecked in ditches, and I just went home at the end of the day.
Me and my brother, like we used to live in Brown County. And we would literally go into the woods, like when the morning, like when the sun came up, we'd go into the woods, and we'd be out in the woods all day by ourselves. Like we would take fucking machetes and shit, like shit we shouldn't have had at like 8 years old.
Oh my god!
And like, I mean, we would cut vines out of trees and fucking swing on them, and they would break out of the tree, and we'd hit the ground. Like it's a miracle that we didn't break bones or die.
Sure.
And my mom probably had no fucking clue where we were at the whole time, right?
But I mean, the reality is like you were going to be okay.
Exactly. When it started to get dark out, she's like, "Hey, come on." We're like, "Okay, fine."
When the street lights came on,
but it's like literally. She probably had no idea what the commercial in the 90s, 10 p.m. Where are your kids at?
That was the 80s.
Was a thing.
The 80s, yeah.
Where are your kids
it's
at?
10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah, my mom fucking needed that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. Do you know
But
where
I feel
your
like that
kids
kind
are?
of shaped me to who I am. Like
that was
like,
100%.
It was a late 70s, early 80s thing. That was a little before my time. But I mean, still though, same idea, same rules. I didn't have a whole lot of rules growing up. I had a great mom.
Yeah, I didn't have any rules.
I had the best mom. I lived with mom. My dad is always like I had present parents who cared, but I still like was able to go out and do what I wanted and this and that, and it wasn't a big deal. Like today, like imagining my kid doing the shit that I did when I was, which was totally innocent. Mm-hmm. Like, but it terrifies me because this world is different.
It is very different. I tell my kids all the time, like, you're not going to be able to get away with anything because I have already done it. Like, you're screwed.
Well, it's not even that. Everything's recorded. Like, so when I was, 11, 12, something like that, cell phones started to become real popular, right? Like the Nokia bar phones and shit. Like when I was like a kid. Like, whatever. So I kind of seen technology, it was almost like a fucking light year jump in my childhood. So we went from like 3.5-inch floppies to like CDs to then fucking jump drives, right? I'm like, holy fuck.
And that's what I want to say. I shared this today.
Kids probably don't know what a CD is.
Maybe I didn't.
My kids
share
asked what a VCR was the other day. My grandma still has an 8-track player in her house, and they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah, see,
they didn't know what a cassette tape was.
The thing is like kids they literally they are so much more advanced than we were at that age. Like
technology wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and even not like they just know a lot more because they have so much more access to shit.
It's like today I found
we
this
didn't learn anything unless our fucking parents or our school teachers taught it. Like they get on YouTube, they're like beep boop beep. Look at this shit, fucking James Webb
everything
telescope.
you need.
Everything
is on YouTube. I found this thing today. It said, shout out to everyone born between 80 and 85. Shout out 1981. What's up? You've been Gen X, Gen Y, a millennial, Oregon Trail generation, a zennial, an elder millennial, and now a geriatric millennial.
Oh, God, dude.
Is what apparently we are now, geriatric.
Well, that's not Tyler and I.
That's not you two.
Yeah.
I'm a millennial.
We're
millennials.
I'm like the end of millennial.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you two, no. This guy right here, yeah, geriatric as fuck. Millennial.
Geriatric millennial, dude.
I was getting my hair cut
Just own
today,
that.
and the lady that was cutting my hair was like, telling all these old lady stories and this and that. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, she's like, yeah, I'm just old now, and old, and couldn't stop talking about how old she was and this and that. And I was like, I bet you're not my age. And she was like, well, how old are you? I was like, I'm 43. She's like, I'll be 43 in November.
Oh.
I'm like, you're not fucking old.
You're like, you shut your fucking mouth.
Right. Like, it's fine.
That's fucking
Like, and she
hilarious.
asked me, she was like, well, how old do you feel? And I was like, 11. Like,
Do you ever think about that? Like when you think about when you were a kid and
Yes.
you looked back at your parents and you thought then that like these people had it figured out, and now you're that person. Like your kids are probably looking at you like, oh, they got it. They
that's
figured
what
it-
I say.
I say it all the time. Like I hope they don't think that
Because
I've got
everybody's
this.
like, oh, shit. I sometimes I've been in situations where I was like, oh, fuck, I'm the adult in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, can we get like an adultier adult?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you get like someone here that actually knows some shit or
Yeah.
can make some
Yeah.
decisions?
Woo.
Because it's not me.
But, I think about like when I was younger, what I thought 43-year-olds look like.
All right, I gotta pee real quick.
Tyler's got to pee. Hey, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we're just live and
It'd be fine, man.
we're rolling. But I look at like when my mom was 43, I was 22. And to look at my mom when I was 22, I was like, you're an older lady.
yeah,
And now I look and I'm like, my mom has never acted like an older lady. Like
Yeah.
that's never been her thing.
yeah.
But now I'm like 43 and I'm like, I don't feel old at all.
I'm 36. My mom had a brain aneurysm and a massive stroke when she was 38.
Oh man.
So I keep thinking like,
Is this my future?
right, like 2 years from now, and her
Yeah.
life like
Right.
it's fleeting. Like it's crazy.
It is crazy.
And so when you look back, like you don't feel that old, but
No.
as a kid, you look. It's just different perspective.
yeah. And now I look at 60-year-olds and I'm like, you're an older guy. But it occurs to me now that I'll be 60 in 17 short years.
Isn't that crazy? That's so
in
crazy.
17 short years, I will be what I now consider to be an old man.
Isn't that why? It's wild. Does it?
But I also know 60-year-olds that I'm like, it's relieving because some of these guys I know, and I'm like,
They're
yeah,
still
you're
cool.
still pretty fucking
Yeah, you're
awesome.
still cool. You're still fun.
Like,
Do you ever feel like you're like living in a simulation though?
yes, all the time.
I know.
All the fucking time.
I'm sure that's like such a conspiracy thing.
all the
but like,
fucking time.
there's
Yes.
yes.
You ever seen your neighbor carrying groceries? I have one time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even my neighbor, it's my cousin's neighbor.
I've seen
Yeah.
my neighbors carry.
I've never seen my neighbors carry groceries in. Dude.
Yeah. So I have this theory that I'm stuck on. And this, I don't want to get too deep into this, but this is what I think about because it's weird. Like when you talk about living in a simulation, I read a theory and I dove into the rabbit hole of this theory that no one actually ever dies. You just perceive other people dying, but your conscience lives forever.
That's a wild thought.
Yeah.
Dude, it's yeah, like what if anything you ever known isn't actually happening, right? Like you just live in a sim.
Yeah.
Like anything you know, like
Sims in real life.
dinosaurs weren't even real.
YouTubeaholic says I'm closer to the AARP card than I am the hot girl at the bar, which makes me sad.
No, well, I
Don't be
mean, I guess
sad.
it depends on what time it is at the bar.
Don't
we
be sad.
We went to a Matt Rife concert, and there was a 70-year-old guy there that he called up on the stage, and he went home with a 24-year-old. So don't count yourself out.
Okay. I don't think I desire that. Like my wife is 30 and I'm like, that's about as young as I want to go. That's about it. That's the max for me.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
And if I have to meet someone else one day, she gonna be older.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. I need someone that's slow, dude.
I want to be the young one. I want to be the young one.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I want to try that on. I've been older than both of my wives. I want to be the young one.
Well.
Like I still got that spunk. How's that hit, bitch?
How's that hit, bitch?
Because that.
Who did he take you to the doctor? Could take you to the fucking Dr. Sweets.
Right.
He's not on the square anymore. Fucking take him to Dr. Sweets. Get that
died.
hip. He died.
He died.
I thought he just sold. his
Ooh,
soul.
how you feel
No,
now,
Tyler,
jackass?
He died. He had
Oh,
a
I
massive
never went
heart
to him.
attack.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I just
How do
knew
you
that-
feel
I
now,
just knew They were
Tyler?
selling this thing. Well, I mean, I never even knew the guy.
It's a good thing we can edit podcast episodes.
Shit.
It's not like we're live or anything.
we never have cut things out.
We don't have to worry
of
about
any
him seeing
episode,
it.
though. That's true story. True story. Well, or do we?
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah.
Or
he's-
do we?
Yeah, dude. We're fucked. We're fucked.
All right. So we tried the red bourbon cream.
I already drank the orange one. That's why I had to go pee.
Oh, okay.
You drank the orange one already?
It's
Did
good. It
you
was
drink
pretty
the
good.
red one too?
So
Yeah.
now I'm on the orange. I'm on the orange bourbon cream soda, and I'm gonna give that a little look.
I think the red one was better than the orange.
Okay.
I like the red best too.
Well, I like orange soda a lot. So let's see what's up. All right. I didn't give an honest review early on, and I will give an honest review now. Those are very good.
Yeah.
For me, like you had talked about tasting the liquor earlier. You guys were talking about that. And that's what I wish I didn't,
Okay, so it's like too strong?
because I can definitely taste the bourbon.
Yes, you can. I can.
And I don't want that unless I'm drinking the bourbon straight.
Brian said he could not taste it.
So a lot of people, and it blows my mind when people are like, they'll take a drink of something that I know I made correctly. Like we do not pour weak,
No.
but still, like when you pour a drink correctly, like you shouldn't taste the liquor. That's the idea of
Yeah.
having a mixer.
Right.
And people, I can't taste the liquor. Well, then I made it right. Because I know there's enough in it.
Yeah.
But if you can't taste it,
Yeah,
not
like-
a big deal. I'll add more liquor for a small fee. But you know what I mean? So that I think is my issue is it's
You
very,
taste it.
very bourbon flavor
It
heavy.
is. You can taste the bourbon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like when we went to Aruba. What you guys didn't come to Aruba when we were on the cruise to Aruba, did you?
No, but we're gonna go on another cruise. Are you gonna come with us?
Maybe.
But we have been to Aruba. Go ahead.
We were drinking there, and like these drinks were like, oh, each drink has 5 shots of alcohol in it, or like 5 shots of liquor in it. We're like, no, dude, there ain't no way, because we got them, and they were in like these big fancy cups.
Yeah.
So we drank 2 of them, and we're like, oh fuck, well these ain't shit. Like, can we get one to go? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they gave it to us in a solo cup, and we drank it. And we're like, oh fuck. We're like, we have made a mistake.
I think the liquor is different in Aruba. We got there and Ryan ordered a bucket of beer, and they kept saying, "You sure?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think so." And he's like, "You sure you want a bucket of beer?" And Ryan was like, "What's the catch?
Like, what are you doing?
we're
do I have
just
to-
sitting here at the pool. Yeah, we
Do I
would
have to
like
drink
one."
it all at the same time.
Oh, fucking Aruba to Kimbe
can
Mutombo's
tell
like,
you-
no.
It was $52 a bucket. There was 5 beers in a bucket. That was the catch. So it was because it was imported.
Oh, because
Yeah.
it was expensive.
Yes,
yeah, 'cause
he
it-
kept saying, "Are you sure?" And we were like,
Everything's
"Sure."
so like we went to, I mean, you know how the Jones clan rolls. Like we went to an island and we drank them out of Coronas. Like
I haven't went on a cruise with you guys in so long, and we want to so bad.
I know, like drank them out of Coronas, right? Like
Yeah.
just bucket after bucket. I think we drank like 13 buckets of beer, and they're like, we don't have any more, and we're like, what do you have? And like, oh, we have this stuff that's whatever. We're like, bring that. Like we don't care. Just put it whatever it is in a bucket and bring it. Fucking terrible. No wonder people don't drink any local shit. Dude, it was so bad, but I mean,
Ryan
at that
says he'll
point-
go on a cruise though this time.
At that point,
Have you ever been on a cruise?
Love them.
dude, I
Ryan
like
has
cruises.
never been. I loved them, but he's afraid he's going to get motion sick.
So that's a real thing.
Yeah. I mean, we were at the day at sea when we went, I did get sick
Yeah.
the day at sea. And I'm
See, the
not,
days-
I don't get motion
The
sick.
days at sea are my favorite.
Well, and see, like I never like you can feel the ship rocking just a little bit.
You
but
can.
most of the time. I'm either drinking or doing something else. I just don't realize that the boat's moving.
I don't ever feel the ship rocking, but what I see is like when you're outside on the deck and you've got the big windows.
Oh yeah.
You can see the water level go up and down the
Oh,
window.
yes.
And that kind of is like weird at 1st. But the first cruise I ever went on was extremely rough. And I only knew it was extremely rough because everybody around me was bitching.
Because
They were just like,
sick.
this is rough. And I'm like, what? Do you, and I was kind of scared. I was like, I'd never been on a cruise.
Yeah.
They were like,
You're like, bro.
are you okay now? I'm like, I'm great now. And they were
Yeah.
like, this is the roughest cruise I've ever been on. I was like, oh, well, this ain't shit. But it's kind of like flying. I used to be terrified to fly.
I was too, but I'm okay now.
And now I kind of hope they do a barrel roll when we're up there.
But I
Like,
don't
I'm-
want to do that.
I'm like, let's go.
I hate when we hit turbulence.
Oh, really?
Oh, I can't handle it. I'm afraid
So-
I'm going to go down. My kids aren't going to have a mom. Like
So
I
there's
have a whole The whole
There's
thing.
a couple things for you people who are afraid of flying. A couple things about turbulence, and I only know all this because I have researched it. Because my fear of flying was crippling. I've gotten off of a plane in Phoenix, Arizona, and rented a car and drove home.
Because you fly to Vegas every year, right?
I wouldn't go any other way now.
Yeah.
But like there's like turbulence is literally the least scary thing about flying.
I don't know about that, Sean.
Yeah.
I don't know if I share that same.
Turbulence is like
opinion.
going over
When
a bumpy
you
road.
really
for
know
all-
what's going on though,
It's so scary, Sean.
like it's literally a difference in air pressure.
That's all it is.
We went to Jamaica a couple years ago,
Yeah.
just Ryan and I, for our 10-year anniversary, and I had a full-blown panic attack in the air. Never had a panic attack, but I was like, I'm not even on the same continent as my children. Something's going to happen. And then it went boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, this is where it ends for me.
Oh God, no!
I was so scared.
Yeah.
That's
like,
the thing. It goes ba-boom once, and then
Yes.
it's not.
Oh.
It's fine.
It was
like
scary.
immediately, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine through the ba-boom, but I get why it's scary for
Yes.
people.
So we.
And I'm not a hater. I used to be terrified
Yeah.
If you ever watch,
of flying.
Do you ever fly Spirit?
if you ever
I'm
watch
too scared.
them do
No,
the
it's the
test,
same. It's pilots that also don't want to die. They're fine.
I'm still too scared.
there's if you ever watch them do the tests on those Boeing planes or whatever, like I mean, aside from all the shit that's going on, in
Have you
Boeing
seen the
right
wing
now,
test?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they can literally take the airplane wings and like bend them like almost to touching,
All the way up.
What?
and then back down. Yeah, airplane
Yep.
wing can bend that far.
Yep. Can bend that far.
Okay, you're making me feel better.
So,
We're
like, when
going
you-
to
when-
Barbados next month. You're
when you
making me
see-
feel better.
Yeah, so look up like a Boeing wing test. Like they literally take them flat like this, and they have a machine, and it literally the plane's sitting on the ground, and they literally can bend them like almost all the way to touch.
Here's
and
a-
then they're fine.
Here's another scary thing that you'll see if turbulence is really bad but still safe. If the like I've seen it bad enough where overhead compartments have popped open because you drop so far and it's just like compartments pop open.
I hope
like,
it never happens. to
like,
me.
It's a little scary.
I don't
we're
want you to
flying back from
manifest
the
that for me
UK.
right now.
I'm not manifesting it for you, but what I'm telling you is if you see that,
To not freak out.
you're still okay.
We're
still
flying
gonna
back
be-
from
still
the
okay.
I'm still
UK,
gonna be scared.
and the worst kind of people shit on an airplane, dude. We were flying back from the UK, and anywhere I was in there taking a shit, we hit turbulence so bad I almost had to shit the same turd twice. I'm just kidding. That
that
never
just
happened.
happened.
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. You can say it was a joke all you want. It wasn't.
No,
Oh
it-
my
yeah, it
goodness.
was a joke, dude.
That turd re-entered you.
Yeah, I had to shit the same one twice.
Serious podcast.
It was like, if you like, that's, and I was nervous about flying when I flew to the UK the first time. And Sean's been to Europe. Like, I mean, it's a fucking trip over.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
the Titanic couldn't make it down
It's
there.
cool. So, your flight. Where do you guys fly out of? Like your final flight out of the U.S.
So I've left out of Atlanta and Boston Logan.
Those are probably both pretty long flights.
So
Atlanta's got to be long.
So Atlanta was fucking long. It was
10
like,
hours
It was
probably.
like an 8.5 hour flight there, I think.
Okay, yeah, 8.5. Yeah. 'cause-
So you're faster there, right?
Yeah.
So and out of Boston, dude, it was only like a 5.5 hour flight. It was fast as shit there the second time. But it's like the reason it's so long from Atlanta is like they don't just fly there, right? They fly like all the way up over like Nova Scotia. And
yeah, you
shit.
fly up the coastline.
Exactly.
That's
And-
another thing
and-
they do, Whitney.
And that's why
What is it?
So when you fly overseas,
they fly close to
they
land.
stay out of over open ocean for as long as they possibly can.
Well, and even when we fly over open ocean, you're like, they basically have to fly, I think, like per regulations, so close to land
Yeah.
in case an engine fails, they have to be able to make it to land or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
So like you're fine. Like they could probably almost just
So,
glide to it.
This is actually fun for me. Let's say you're on an airplane and you're 30,000 feet up, and both engines just stop running.
I
Panic?
at 150%.
Yeah. So you're 6 miles from the ground
And I'm gonna die.
in a glider.
yeah, in a glider.
And I'm gonna
No,
You're
dude.
not
Yes.
A plane can glide for a long fucking way.
Here's the thing about flying. The most critical parts of flying are takeoff and landing.
yeah.
When you're way up in the air, you are golden, dude.
And I don't even know that.
Golden.
Like landing is takeoff is kind of like routine, right? It's landing the part that they could if I feel like if a plane's gonna fuck up, that's when it's gonna be
Takeoff is critical because
the pilot's actually doing that part.
there's a point of no return on the runway. So when you're on the
and if
runway,
and if
there's
you're
a
not
point where it's like we have to take
Dude.
off now. No ifs and bones.
Have
no,
you ever
no bones
flown
about
into
it.
Boston?
Never.
Ryan has.
Dude, that airport has to be like one of the cool. Like we flew in there. We flew in at night 'cause when we were flying to London this last time, and it was dark. But I could see all the lights and stuff, and like you literally like it's like bay kind of, and you just the runway's right there. Like as soon as you get off the water, you're on the fucking runway. I'm like,
Well,
this is pretty fucking cool.
I felt like the Aruba airport was. Well, you didn't go to the airport.
So we cruised there, yeah. So a lot of islands like
it
that.
is a strip, Sean.
Yeah.
No,
It is
so-
this big, okay? And
It's bigger than that.
nope, it's this big, I promise.
So there, I'm pretty. It might be like St. Thomas or something. Like there's an island like where the crosswinds are always so bad. The planes literally like come in like this and like hit the runway and straighten out. Like
Yep.
they literally land sideways almost.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
gonna paint you a picture real quick. This is a Vegas landing I had one time, and I'm gonna
dude.
go full me here. So we're flying into Vegas, which I've done a bunch.
Yeah.
But I've only had this type of landing once. We're flying right, and then we start turning, which is normal when you land. But then we just kept turning. Like, kept turning.
Oh,
And I
no.
was like, and we were so low, I could see people's faces on the fucking ground. And we're in a turn.
Why?
And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, what is going on? And the lady next to me is like, this isn't normal. This isn't normal. This isn't normal.
Yeah, that would have been me.
And I looked at her and I said, lady,
Calm
look
down,
at
Whitney.
look at the flight attendants. Look at them. Look at them. You see them panicking? They're not panicking.
That's because they're taught not to.
They're not taught not to. They're humans with lives and families and children.
Yeah.
So we turned
they will panic.
all the way until we hit the runway, and it was like turn, straight, boom, down. It's the weirdest landing that I've ever been through, and I thought it was cool. And I asked, getting off the plane, I was like,
Why did we drift into
"Was
the
that
runway?
was that weird? Like that landing was weird, right?" He's like, "It's super windy today." He's like, He's like, as opposed to a standard crosswind landing, we can take that kind of a flight path and get down to the runway like that, and it helps the plane kind of navigate the winds. And
Have you ever had anybody? So on my flight that I had this panic attack, right? Ryan tried to get seats next to each other, and we weren't. They had changed our seats,
Yeah.
and so I was by myself, and he was like 3 rows back.
ooh,
And so he just asked the guy next to me. He's like, "Hey man, this is my wife. She's not really a flyer. Is there any way I can switch your seats?" The guy was super annoyed, right? And he was like, "Whatever, it's fine." So Ryan sits down, and the guy goes back to where Ryan's seat was, and it was a middle seat, and that seat was at the row. And dude was pissed. He cussed Ryan out like on the plane and was like, "You dumb MFer." Like he was heated at Ryan. I'm like, "I'm just trying to get through this flight." And Ryan was like, "Man, I'm sorry, but I got to sit right here." And that guy was so mad.
yeah. And to be fair, I probably would have been a little annoyed too,
Because it was a row seat and not a middle seat.
but I don't think I would have cussed a guy out over it.
Yeah, he cussed him out.
If I was like this guy's wife's having a hard fucking time,
Yeah.
I'll sit in the middle seat.
I'd be like, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it. I
And
hate
he probably
this.
was like, this woman needs to chill out because
But like, and I don't even mind middle seats. What I hate about middle seats is I feel for the people next to me.
Yeah.
Because I am a large human, and I'm like,
Dude, that's like eating on an airplane.
yeah,
Like when you fly a long way, they serve us dinner and breakfast or whatever.
yeah,
And this last time I flew, I knew the layout of the plane better because I'd been on one that big before, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting one of these seats because I know there's only 2 next to each other, so it's like most room possible, right? The last time I was in like the middle of the middle, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm like trying to eat, and you have to like eat
That
like a
sucks.
fucking
Oh,
T-Rex.
Being in the middle of like that middle row of 5
Sucks,
seats
dude.
absolutely blows.
Sucks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was.
when we took the kids to Disney, it was like that. It was like 4 seats on each row.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah. So like international, like there's like in the middle, it's whatever 4 or 5 seats, 6 seats, however big your plane is.
See, when we
And
flew
then
to,
typically on the outsides, there's just 2.
when we flew from Dulles to Dublin, it was like a Southwest plane. Like
Where's
there were 3
Dulles
seats on DC.
It was a little plane.
It was a 3 seats on each row, like a Southwest plane, like a
Like a
737.
737. Yeah, dude, that's a fucking
I
little
mean,
ass.
the reality is though, it's only a 6-hour flight.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I think like usually for flights that are that distance, it's not like it's fuel and speed,
and
right?
a lot of it too is larger planes. Here's another one: larger planes absorb turbulence better and or a more comfortable flight for the passenger. So when you're flying over the ocean, that's where things can get turbulent.
Mm-hmm.
So the larger planes help with the turbulence too.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, the flight there, like flying to Europe and stuff, is fucking quick, dude. But we flew back so we flew out of Boston and flew back into JFK, which are not that far apart,
Right.
and it was like 7.5 back and 5. And I'm like, dude, this fucking sucks. Like getting there, because I was only used to Atlanta, right? Like we flew from Atlanta there and then there back to JFK the first time, and it was like 8 hours fucking each way. I'm like, this fucking sucks, dude. But then we flew out of Boston, like, 5.5 hour flight. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is not shit, dude.
In the land of Cheerio Chap in no time.
So, yeah, isn't it?
I'm a terrible, terrible, terrible British accent.
So did I tell you my buddy from over there messaged me on 4th of July? Yeah, he.
What do you say?
So his name's Dave. I call him Grandpa Dave. Like he's awesome. He's our instructor for our class. He's like, yeah, he fucking loves Harley. I actually took him a bottle of Hard Truth bourbon cream when I went this last time, and a big Harley Davidson, like American flag, bald eagle, the most American thing I could find. And but yeah, I call him Grandpa Dave. I'm like, whatever. He's awesome. He's like, yeah, if you ever come over, just like come stay at my house, whatever. Like with me and him and his girlfriend. He lives like up towards Scotland, like towards the northern part of England.
Yeah.
But he messaged me on 4th of July. He's like, "Happy 4th, enjoy your holiday, you goddamn Yanks." and then I forget what I said back. And then he just sent me back a bunch of like British flags and said, "You goddamn Yanks," like just laughing.
That's
yeah,
funny.
he's a fucking cool old dude.
All right. So I just noticed what time it was. We are going late.
Is it normally 8 to 9?
Normally about an hour, but we've had a good conversation.
Yeah, it's been
And
good.
what I want to do is I want you to get kind of one more opportunity just to kind of tell people how they can help, direct them where to go if
Where
they
to
want to help
find
for
you.
Students Fund of Hope, where to find you.
Yep. So people can find us on Facebook. We're really active on there. It's just Students Fund of Hope. And then if they'd like to donate or have a volunteer opportunity, they can go on our website, which is just studentsfundofhope.org. If they need assistance, if they are a family that is in our school district and they need assistance, they can also find the assistance form on that website. They can fill it out, shoot it to me, and I will make contact with them, make sure that they get some help. So yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. Whitney, I cannot tell you how much we appreciate having you here.
I
tonight.
love that I got to
cannot
come.
tell you how much we appreciate
I
having
like
you
hanging
here.
out.
You are precisely the guest that we are looking for now.
Well, I
So,
can hook you
thank
up with some more people.
And
but I
that's
had
what
fun.
we want.
But you better make them bring you stuff.
We got
Connection.
when's Sam Simmermaker on?
August 7th.
We got Sam Simmermaker.
August 7th.
7th.
Sammy Simmy's coming. I cannot
Oh,
wait.
that's cool.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait.
He retired, huh?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He
Yeah.
retired
Good for
back
you
in
guys.
May. And he absolutely I just messaged him on Facebook. Like I know him from the bar.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can oblige that. And I'm like,
That
fucking
is so
serious?
cool.
Like I was literally to my head, I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I gotta say after this podcast, remind me. I can't say it live,
Oh, okay.
but I gotta say it.
Okay, there's dirt. Tyler Me is sharing dirt.
No, it ain't
and-
dirt. It's just it's a question I want to ask him, but I can't.
And I'll tell you
You're not going to be able to ask it when he's here if you
No,
can't
no,
say it now?
yeah, I can't. That's what I'm saying. I
Oh.
can't ask
Right.
him ever. I can't.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, Tyler, you got any final thoughts, man? Anything
No.
anything to send the people away with tonight?
No, yeah. If you can help the Students Fund to help. Whitney and
Yes.
everything she does is awesome for the
Yep.
community. For
And we're going to do a pasta class.
we're gonna we want to do a pasta class, so be on the lookout. I don't know how many people that we might have to do multiple. I don't know how many
Probably, it'll
people-
sell out.
Yeah. I don't know how many people we can do comfortably at once, like probably 20 or 30.
So when you say pasta class, are you teaching people to eat pasta? Is that what's going
How to
on?
make
No.
it.
Yeah, I
Teaching
just
people
teach
to
them how
make it.
I just teach them how to eat pasta.
Yeah, because
I'm like, all right, guys.
And
You
in
get
my
the
head, I'm
spaghetti,
like,
you just fucking go.
I have a
in,
pretty good
dude.
idea
You just fucking go
of how to
in.
eat pasta.
No.
But
I'm
I'll take a class on it.
I'm gonna teach him how to make. I'm gonna teach him how to like raw ingredients. Roll it out by hand, and then
Make a sauce.
cut it with a knife. Make sauce, like whatever they
Hell
want. Like
yeah.
basically like
Like a date night.
Yeah.
Hell
Cooking
yeah,
class.
dude.
Isn't that cool?
It's like
Yes,
do like a
very,
pasta,
very
do like a
cool.
pasta and wine, like just do a bunch of teams of 2, right? They all bring a bottle of wine
do that
or
at the
something.
Catholic church, not at the.
Yeah, we can do it Catholic. They drink wine though, right?
I don't know if
What about
Catholics
the
do.
Moravians?
excuse me, the blood of Jesus.
What about the Moravians?
I don't know.
What
if
do they drink?
I don't know.
I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
What do they drink? Dude, I think everyone drinks the blood of Jesus Christ, dude. What is that?
yeah,
Wine?
but it's communion, but they do it like not every day.
This is gonna be one big communion, dude. We're just getting a lot of them knocked out at once. Hey, bulk savings. This is like a Sam's Club discounted
God.
communion right here.
Oh my god.
Well,
No, we'll
guys,
figure something. Yeah, but yeah, pasta class. Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah,
And then, yeah, you have to learn how to do it all by hand.
that's great.
And Despicable Me movie night. Don't forget.
Despicable
night.
Me movie. Despicable Me.
When is movie night?
September 20th.
Despicable Me movie night.
Totally free.
Isn't that
Yeah.
when is Heritage Days?
It's the weekend after, and we're gonna be there too. September's crazy for us.
I have a challenge for you.
I'm ready.
I want you to say despicable.
Despicable.
Now I want you to say prerequisite.
Prerequisite. I did it that time! Yay!
Hey guys, for Tyler
Prerequisite.
Me
Leaps and
and
bounds.
Whitney Bud. This has been the Mind Snacks podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
And now I am going to fade away into the night like I always do.
Sick fade.
You ready
dude.
for that? Thanks so
See it.
much,
Let
guys.
me
Have a
see
great
it.
one.
Let me see it. Sick fade.
Nice.